Hi, I'm so happy for this question, and I'll be happy to talk about um, Hyper-V and also how virtualization could be of a benefit even in the business world or in the business sectors. And firstly, I want to talk about the component of virtual machine. When we talk about the virtual machine or the VM, this is we are talking about a software-based computer that run on a physical machine. All right, to break it down, it's just like a few. There are few core components that makes up a virtual machine, and today I would like to talk about these few components that makes up a virtual machine. And firstly, I want to talk about the form first and foremost the one that is mostly important, which is the hypervisor. The hypervisor, this is the first and most important component in the Hyper-V, and also this is the layer of software that allows one to one physical server to run multiple virtual machines, and at the same time, example like the VMware, we have the ESXi, and we have the Microsoft Hyper-V, and also there is one that is called the Virtual Box. And even there are some that can run like the Microsoft Azure. There is also places that you can run the Hyper-V or virtual machines. And the second one is the virtual CPU. The virtual CPU, um, the next component is the virtual CPU. This is basically a slice of the server. Actually, CPU depends on business needs. Like depending on the business, I can allocate more CPUs depending on the business that I'll be doing. Like more CPUs for more workload. Yes, and also I can give less for more simple taxes. And we also have the virtual memory, which we sometimes call the VRAM. For the VRAM, it's mostly work like this is just like which is just a portion of the physical RAM. Yeah, and it's like an assign. You assign to them the Hyper-V ensure that each virtual machine has an assigned memory efficient um without interfering with other VMs. Like there is an assigned memory to a particular virtual machine that can't be interfering with another. And also we have the virtual hard disks. The virtual hard disks. This is it's another essential component though. And the virtual hard disks, yes, they are usually stored as files like the VHDX or the VMDX file, and on the host machine inside the VM. Like basically inside the VM, they behave just like a normal hard disk, like when you have a normal machine, and that's how they behave. And you can install an operating system, an application, or even store data, but they are completely isolated from each other. Like they can't collide. And also there is another one that is the virtual network interface, which is very important, and it's the final one in the VM. It's more like an adapter that connects them to it connects them to all this virtual switch and then to the physical network. This allows VM to communicate with each other, to communicate with each server. Yes, and also with the outside world, just like physical machines. And I just for few examples, like someone asked me how I would leverage virtualization in my business setting. There are so many ways because virtualization is much more flexible, efficient, and there are cost savings. Here are some of the ways I will apply them. One, the server consideration and also cost saving. And here there are advantages here because it's much more advantageous than having the physical machines. Like it save cost. All right, you can run 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 virtual machines in one solid component rather than buying the physical ones. And rapid deployment and scalability. Virtualization makes it incredibly fast to deploy a new system, like very fast. And if the business need another domain controller, like the web server or testing machine. I can clone one existing one so that it can work. Also, it improves security through isolation. Since VM are isolated from each other, it's much safer to test patch updates and also like new application without putting product system. Like you can just test your system that you just got. Also, it improves security, yes, and also disaster recovery in case of VM. You can back up files though, so in case something happen, you can always find them. But I can replicate VM to off-site location. Better resources management also. Like there are so many ways that I can use it to better help my business, because in better resources management, just for example, with virtualization, I can allocate CPU, the RAM, the storage, and so on. So thank you very much.